Like, it's not full of filler, it's not crap, it's actual lamb. Welcome to another video, guys. So today I'm in Middleton. That's currently where I live, so I'm here all the time essentially. But yeah, I'm reviewing Shawarma Palace, as you can see behind me. For those of you who aren't aware of this place, it's opened up fairly recently, as in just before Christmas. And if I spin this around here, you'll see it's very close to where Farm Foods is. I believe that used to be an Aldi not so long ago. And if I spin around again, sorry if you're getting dizzy, but you've got a Tesco, or the big Tesco, just behind me and behind those shops there. But yeah, they're relatively new to the area. I've been in and I've given them a written review, and it was really nice at the time. So I felt it was appropriate, since I live around the corner, pretty much, to give them a video review. So yeah, I'll see you in there. So because this is relatively new, as you can see, it's decorated really well. It's immaculate. So if I bring you over to here and just brighten this up just a smidge. There we go. You see some of the salad on display. That's a really colourful medley. And then of course, there's the money shot. The lamb and chicken shawarma. So I'll swap lenses to give you a close-up of the meats, but here's a close-up of the menu. So I've gone for a mixed chicken shawarma plate with chips and bread, just to give a good insight as to what I would normally order. So it's got a fair comparison to other places. I mean, some of these things I wouldn't normally order, stuff like a falafel. It's not really my sort of flavour profile, but they do it. So guys, here we are with the mixed plate shawarma. Again, I can't really tilt it without most of it trying to fall off the plate, but it's a nice looking plate of meat. Everything is glistening, which means it's fresh. And it should be nice and juicy. So the chili sauce is what catches my attention straight away. All sorts of chili seeded in there, lots of nice seasoning. Always nice to see a bit of green in a chili sauce. I've got a samoon with it. For whatever reason, they've decided to cut it this way rather than across, but I can work with that. Let's get stuck in. So, analysing the plate for you. We've got some pickled cabbage, we've got some chilies, we've got some actual pickles themselves, we've got some hummus, we've got salad, chili sauce, lamb, chicken, and chips. I can't see the price from where I am, it's quite far away, but you'll see the price at the beginning of the video when I film the menu anyway. So hopefully the camera will focus. That was inevitable on the meat, if not. It makes me so happy to eat this. Like, it's gonna sound daft me saying it like this, but the lamb tastes like a Sunday roast lamb with a bit of seasoning in there. Like, it's not full of filler, it's not crap, it's actual lamb. So it's tender, it's got that nice roast lamb sort of taste to it. It's flavorful, it's really juicy, but it's got a few little crispy bits in there, which I actually love. So you've got the lamb flavour, and then when you bite into one of those little crunchy bits, the taste is just so much more intense. I'll try again to show you on camera. Best efforts. Are they going to focus on it? Never mind. Get some with some of the jalapenos and pickled cabbage on there. Okay, and I wish I could show you without trying to focus on my eye, but it's a bit late to change the settings. So there you go. Ooh. Bit of a naughty kick for the jalapenos there. But wow, again, that cabbage just lifts everything. Just the right amount of pickling. Oh, there's like a, I didn't see this earlier. I didn't even know it was there, to be fair. Almost like a minty flavour underneath the hummus. I think it might be with the cucumber. I think there might be a few bits of dried mint in there. Let's try some of the chicken with some of the chili sauce. So full disclosure, when I tried this as part of the written review, absolutely loved the chili sauce. Okay, I think they might have adapted it a bit since last time because it's a fair bit spicier than I remember. So the chicken's a bit more subtle than the lamb. The lamb has got the lamb flavour and the shawarma flavours. The chicken, I think by design, with some sort of seasonings, chicken doesn't take as well as other meats. Other times it's better than other meats. But this is a bit more of a subtle flavour than the actual lamb. But I think that's why when it comes to shawarmas everywhere, the lamb always sells out by sort of lunchtime. If a place opens like this at 11 o'clock, you're talking 1 o'clock, everything's gone for the lamb and it's just chicken. Oh yeah. As I was saying, there's definitely a reason for that. The lamb, in this instance, is arguably better than the chicken. But I think that's unanimous for every single shawarma place, is the lamb sells out for a reason. Got some sort of random potato, I think that is. Let's bite into that. Where's that? Yeah, random big potato chunk. I think there's a potato salad element to it. Wow. Again, I just bit into some other element of it. An entirely different flavour. Almost like a bit to a lime. But as I've mentioned on other shawarma reviews specifically, because you've got a plate of all different elements, it's going to be like that sometimes, and I love it. It's not just the same flavour through every bite. Every bite has got something a little bit different, even if it's just a little bit of sauce, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. In this instance, I've got a little bit of chili, a little bit of yogurt, some pickled cabbage. I've got some spicy elements from the jalapenos. I've got some other chilies in there. You've got pickled gherkins. You've got pickles themselves. You've got hummus. You've got various elements that ensure every single bite is just a little bit different. Maybe that's what makes them so popular. I don't know. Now, I'm trying to get a bit of everything on this, so you can experience it all. So good. That chili sauce though. Good job we got a drink with this. Reminds me of that meme. Why is it spicy? Where the kid's brushing his teeth with toothpaste, and toothpaste is apparently spicy. Ooh, it's getting my nose going. Silly me. Forgot all about the bread. So we got some samoon. Nice little texture in there. So the thing about samoon that differs from other breads, it's how fluffy it is on the inside. It's so different to when you would get like a it's a tortilla or a naan. When you eat either of those breads, it's completely different. With a samoon, it's a little bit crispy on the outside, but so fluffy on the inside. So they gave me the option. Would I like a wrap or samoon? Wraps have a time and a place. Samoon, hands down, every time. For those who are following the page around sort of 2021, 2022, shortly after COVID lifted, and places like Middleton Bakery was popular, this is partly the reason why the samoon was just unreal. I can't see, oh yeah. So you can buy the bread separately. So 2 of these for £1 all day long. I'm awfully tempted to order some to get home, to take home. I didn't actually know you could order them separately, but that's a nice little Brucey bonus for £1 as well. Right, crunch time. I'll finish that in just a minute. Score. So the variety of this can't be underestimated. You've got a little bit of anything for everyone. So you've got spice, you've got savoury, you've got a little bit of sweetness, you've got the zestiness from, it tasted like lime, but there's a little bit of lemon that I saw in there, so maybe that's mixed with something else. Maybe there's a bit of lime in there. You've got the heat, especially if you get the chili sauce. That's interesting, let's say. And it's a good old plate of meat. Price-wise, I think it was about £6, something like that. Maybe even £7. I'll check the prices in a minute, but either way, that's a very, very good amount of food for the price that you're paying. If you came in here on your lunch, you're probably not going to need a tea if you eat all of that. If you come here for your tea, well, you're not going to need a supper because I suspect that will fill most people up. Now, I could probably demolish 3 of these plates, maybe. But as I said, the fact that it's got a little bit of everything for everyone ticks most of the boxes for me. On their own, and I mentioned this as part of the interview, on its own, each individual flavour is more like a, you know what, that's not bad at all. But when you combine it all together, or you get a forkful with multiple different flavours and textures in there, it all comes together. It's really well balanced, and it becomes an entirely different beast altogether. So I'm trying to think, if I was to score this, I would probably say 8.5. It's really, really good. It's a reasonable price. The actual establishment is immaculate. The frost are nice. It's fast. Staff are nice and friendly. The chili sauce has got some heat to it. And I point that out because sometimes people say, oh, there's a chili sauce, and it's just a generic chili sauce that's not very hot at all. But this is very, very tasty. So on that note, I'm going to finish the plate. I'll see you on the next one. So just as I was wrapping up the review, one of the staff mentioned they are good neighbours with the butcher next door. And what they do on a weekly basis is make almost like a little platter of food for them. Being good neighbours, I believe they source some of their meats from them. Not necessarily returning the favour, but being good neighbours, as I said. So they're about to drop some of this food off next door, and they've asked me if I could just give them a quick overview. Now, it's not affected my review in any way. I think it's just a nice neighbourly thing to do, and it shows you guys some more of the food that they do. So I'm going to pick up the camera. I'll show you some of the food. Obviously, I'm not going to touch it because it's next door, but they've presented it as if people are going to come in. So I'm assuming that's what's going to happen. So I'll see you in a second. So I believe that's the chicken frittata. That's the lamb. I believe that's this. It looks like a shawarma wrap. And we have some of the shawarmas in samoon, which is, as I mentioned in my review, the absolute best way to eat them, if you ask me. And whoever's ordered this has gone for yogurt and chili, which is also my favourite. So touche to them. As I said, the frittata normally isn't my sort of go-to thing. I could take or leave them, really. As you can see, very vibrant and very colourful. Lucky neighbours, eh?